practicing going live because I might do some live streaming when I go away. I plan on moving out of the United States in September for at least a year. So I'm just going to kind of maybe make some videos now, ramping up to me leaving and see if I gain a little bit of an audience. If I do, I'll probably do the stuff abroad that I'm planning on doing. I don't know if anybody will follow like this page, but so I'm going to give you a little history, and I'll try to be brief. I know that on YouTube it's quick, and that's part of the reason that I don't know if I'll even do it. I do have an extensive travel history. You can check out my Instagram page. There's all sorts of places I've been. I've been probably close to 90 countries, if not over. And I've made some videos, but I've really tried to connect with the culture and the community when I'm traveling. So I feel like it's not really, it takes away from it a lot when you're out there traveling and you're videoing and then you're spending your time editing. It's a lot of time and it's a lot of energy. And I really do think that it takes away from the experience. And I'm not trying to make money or I don't care about followers the slightest bit. I really don't. Um, but what I do care about is some stuff that I've done in the past and that I have posted. I have seen, some people have reached out. I get a lot of views on my stories on Instagram. And it is cool to share those experiences with people because, I mean, I've had a lot of people reach out and ask for, tips on this and tips on that. And I always share information because I think it's amazing when people go out there and travel, especially for the right reasons. There's a big difference in traveling and vacationing. I'm not saying either one is better, but I don't know. I think traveling is just more about the experiences, and vacation is more about just kind of relaxing, packing heavy, this and that. So, little history on me. Not that anybody cares or anybody's even watching this, but I'm just trying to get in the flow of doing this and see if this is something I want to do. But over 10 years ago, well over 10 years ago, actually, I was in the mortgage industry, whatever, market crashed. I ended up basically just kind of lost everything. I was doing really well at the time and decided just to let everything go, even though I kind of didn't have a choice. But I ended up going back to school and studying abroad, and it was incredible. I mean, I've been on like cruises and stuff at the time, but no real traveling. And I have my family is Italian, so they're deceased now, but it was really cool for me to connect with Italy. And it was literally a life changing experience for me. And it opened my eyes to the world and just traveling as a whole. So I ended up studying abroad. I studied abroad once, came back, studied abroad twice, and there's more to it, and I'll probably get into more of it later if I end up doing this thing. But it just changed my life completely. I ended up coming back, graduating, and then I moved. I sold everything that I had remaining, and I moved to Italy for about a year, a little over a year actually, and it was amazing. It was life changing. I ended up coming back to Tampa, and at the time, obviously, I didn't have the mortgage industry. I wasn't in that anymore. So I ended up opening a travel company that I still have technically, but I ran that for over 10 years and did international trips for lots and lots of people, and it was game changing. So anyway, I'm gonna make this short. I'm gonna try to keep it under 5 minutes. I'd be very surprised if more than two people watch this, or even one person. um, but um, so anyway, I did that for over 10 years, life changing. I've traveled many places, had incredible experiences, and now I opened up a city tour company in two different cities. It's fairly successful, and I have decided in the past, I don't know, 6 months that I am going to pick up and move abroad for a minimum of a year. And it was crazy. It was really eye opening because the last time that I did that, I had, I mean, I was almost forced to do it because I was in ruins here. So I was like, all right, let's see what happens. And then now it's different circumstances, but it's kind of opened my eyes quite a bit on how difficult it actually is. Even, I do have pretty good experience with this stuff and have traveled for months and months at a time for 10 years straight. And even for me, it's kind of like, holy shit, like it's kind of hard selling all your stuff, making that decision, cutting off those ties, especially having a business. So it's just been really eye opening that it's like how comfortable you get and how difficult it is for the average person to make a move like that. So anyway, I just wanted to do a brief intro. I'm gonna probably make like a video a week, maybe 2 videos a week, just kind of going through the process. But making the decision was huge for me. And then obviously, when you make the decision, you have to make a plan and execute it. And there's a lot that goes into it. You know, just I decided to sell all my stuff. I don't have a lot of crazy stuff, but enough. Selling my car, pretty much everything, and putting a little bit of stuff in storage. But anyway, it's been eye opening to me because a lot of people talk about doing that. I am doing it, but it just really normal people can be like, oh, I can't do that or whatever, but it is kind of hard. So I kind of sympathize for people more than I previously, was able to think about that. But it is kind of difficult. In the same token, it isn't. So I don't know. Blah blah blah. I'll make a couple videos. We'll see how this goes. Right now, I'm just learning how to go live, but I do have a really good idea when I go over there of something that I want to do. I'm not going to say what it is now because who knows? Maybe I won't do it, but maybe I will. But it is a really cool idea, and it's about connecting with communities, cultures, and actually helping people. So 7 minutes. I went over 2 minutes. See you.